Welcome back to Rayman 2, 100%. I don't remember what we talked about last time because it's been about 4 months since we recorded.
I just remember lots of conversations about bees. That's all I remember.
Oh god, there were so many bees. Well, you right, because you've been busy, Mr. The Smooth, because you went on a bee hunt yourself, right? That's what you've been doing?
Yeah, I cycled across a beehive.
He cycled across New York looking for bees. Did you guys see any bees?
Anybody seen a Weedle?
Because you gotta tell me if you've seen a Weedle. I'm a cop.
You're hiding out there. Oh man, I wonder if you figured out the slow motion technique by that point.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's a reference to the Bee Movie game. Remember, you have to slow things down.
Oh my god.
Right, do you not pay attention to the things you record?
No.
No, dude. Once we finish, I fucking block that shit from my memory.
Yeah, delete.
Especially crap like Bee Movie.
You need to pay attention to your canon more. I need to know what the FTCR timeline is. Right, so does the Bee Movie timeline take place before or after Sonic CD?
No, it's a split timeline.
Oh.
And obviously we are in the worst timeline.
Because we're OP in this terrible game. That's right, I said it.
No, but you haven't even played this game, Gareth.
Yeah, you know, I played like I played a demo of it, and you know, if Sonic Mania taught us anything, is that we don't have to play the whole game to criticize it. So fucking
Fuck you. Fuck you. That's well, you see, that's what I don't like about Rayman is because all the floors are purple.
No, is it just, which version of Rayman is this again?
This is Rayman 2 on the Dreamcast.
On the Dream. So if you played it on the PlayStation, they might not all be purple.
No, they're all pretty similar.
I mean, I heard there are differences though.
I just thought it was weird that... Not weird, I just thought it was so cool when I was playing Rayman. I was like, oh, he's got individual fingers! This is crazy! Because I also played the N64 version and his hand's just like a square.
just like in SA1.
Yeah.
That's right, in SA2 Sonic got fingers, and that's why the franchise went downhill. Because when you... Look, the moment you give anyone the right amount of fingers, it falls apart. You think about, like, classic Disney animation. They've got 4 fingers. That's why it's good. You look at any new Star Wars movie, all the characters have 5 fingers. That's why it's so bad. The original Star Wars, Luke Skywalker had 4 fingers.
It's hot today.
It is hot today, Miwa.
Yeah. So hot. Far.
Yeah, it's so hot.
Far.
What is the current third temperature?
Oh, this is 29, I think.
29 what, inches?
So hot.
I'm gonna go on google.com.
Yes, please.
It is 84 degrees.
How do you measure temperature in China? I forget.
With a big stick.
How hot is it? I don't know, but better get the stick again.
That's a fancy way to measure anything.
You can measure how high the sky is.
Miwa, what's the record for how high the sky has been?
It's like, I don't know, a million heights.
Wow.
7 feet. The biggest stick in China is only 6 feet. They've never been able to touch it.
Right, so if you took the 2 big sticks and you tape them together, that gives some extra height.
That's just crazy, David. Calm it down.
That's sacrilegious. You hate the baby Jesus.
He wasn't crucified as a baby, Miwa.
No.
I don't know. I mean, they do skip a few years in the Bible. You don't know what's going on in between.
He came out of the womb on a cross.
That's gonna get you in trouble.
That's why it's a virgin birth. He was just fucking stuck up there already on the cross.
Everyone needs to shush. Because this is God's Let's Pray.
God's Let's Play of Rayman 2.
So God plays the Dreamcast version. We know this now.
That's not fair. He already knows what's gonna happen.
No, Rayman 2 is the one thing that his infinite knowledge he doesn't know about.
Okay.
That's why it's his favorite game, because he honestly doesn't know how it's going to end.
He only plays like one level every 7 years because this is the only thing that God cannot see into. He wants to. He, she, they. Look, I'm equal opportunity God here. Yeah, they wanna savor that gameplay. I don't know.
True story. God's favorite game is Pokemon Go, but he's really upset because Squirtle's only available in hell, so we can't get one.
You mean America? Uh-oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Just like how Taft used to have cows roam the White House lawn, there are now Squirtles that just roam the White House lawn.
That don't squirt no more.
You know? Aww. What happens to a squirrel that can't squirt?
It becomes a communist. I don't know.
Doesn't reproduce. The end.
Oh.
Wait. I just want to say that this level we're currently in is probably the worst level in the game.
Oh.
Yeah, the level you've never played.
Steven, you are a big diaper baby.
Oh.
Shame him.
Shame him!
I don't care about being a baby, but why a big diaper?
Because you are.
Baby want a diaper, a big dirt diaper.
Well, if you're wearing a small diaper, it wouldn't fit everything.
Whoa.
I don't know. A small diaper would probably fit Steven.
Look, I don't know how big his bowel movements are, but I heard that the PlayStation 1 version of Rayman 2 has exclusive enemies that aren't in any of the other versions.
Oh my god.
Are you in the Rayman2Wikipedia.com?
No. I asked my friend Bartman. He's a writer on Sonic Retro. He enjoys Rayman 2. And he knows way more about this game than I do, which is why I'm here and he's not.
When was the last time Retro updated their front page?
Well, the Sonic Mania Plus review went up a few days ago,
Oh, yeah.
which means when this comes out, that'll be, 3 years ago?
Probably.
What did he get? 10 out of 10? 11 out of 10?
I think he gave it a good out of 10. I don't know if he put a score at the end, actually.
Who wrote it? Just Bartman?
Yeah, he wrote it. He was like, "Hey guys, someone read it." And,
Did you guys did you guys get a free review copy from Sega?
Yeah, we're an official. We're considered a press outlet, right?
Sure, you shit on most of the things that they make, but sure.
Oh, yeah. No, we did get a review copy. I mean, just like you got a review copy.
We did, but something tells you we'll never get a review copy ever again.
David, I think someone has to read your material in order for you to be a news source.
Hey, we're.
Oh, hey-oh.
I mean, someone's reading the front page. I think
Who?
Well, not Ken Penders. I'll tell you what.
What?
Well, he still hasn't read my review for Mobius 25 years later. 50,000 words wasted on him, and he hasn't read a single one.
Yeah, David, I think that's why. Even if it was a good review, why would you read 50,000 words?
Well, it's in 16 convenient parts. You don't have to read it all at once.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, wait a second. How many words are the Deathly Hallows?
No, I'm pretty sure Deathly Hallows is more words.
If your review is longer than a Harry Potter book, you have fucking problems.
Deathly Hallow? Deathly Hallow? Deathly Hallow? Deathly Hallow?
Deathly Hallow?
Are you saying deathly hello?
David, shame on you! The Sorcerer's Stone has 76,000 words.
Oh, there you go.
You came close to writing a Harry Potter book.
That's true.
Piece of shit, David.
How many words are in The Great Gatsby?
6.
The first 3 are The Great Gatsby.
The Great Gatsby. This book. Dot. That's the entire book.
The Great Gatsby goes to space.
That's the sequel that was never released. The Great Gatsby goes to space.
You wrote more than The Great Gatsby.
Jesus.
How many words are in The
Christ.
Great Gatsby?
47,000.
Oh man, I did write it, but I wrote something longer.
David, we have to get in contact with some publishing houses to see if we can get this released on book form. Coming soon from FTCR Books. David T. Lurker's fucking stupid Mobius 50 Years Later review.
I have thought about if that could be done. I would have to rewrite some parts, modify some parts, probably expand some, because there are like links to things, and there is a bit of an assumption that you know what the comic book is in the review. So you would have to rewrite it so that it would be accessible to a larger audience and include.
Yeah, no one wants that.
Shame him. Shame him.
All this shame. It's just I can't handle it. Oh man.
David, how many comics does that span?
2.
It is.
Don't hurt yourself.
No, it's not. It's what?
It's one issue. It's 20 pages, and he wrote 50,000 words on it.
No. I'm trying to remember exactly how many parts it is, but it's like what issue 131 to 144, I think, is the Ken Penders stuff, and then Ian Flynn wrote 2. Ken Penders wrote 144 pages worth of content in Mobius 25 years later.
Your review shouldn't be longer than the content, I don't think.
Well, I don't know if it's 144 pages. It's just 50,000 words, what I wrote. I don't know how many pages what I wrote is. But Ken Penders' work was 144 pages, and then Ian Flynn's 2-parter. I forget, were there backup strips in those issues?
I'm sorry I asked.
Hey, I've thought a lot about the Archie comic over the years.
We know.
Probably shouldn't have.
And now it's dead.
It is dead. It is. I'm just waiting for... Of all the things in the Archie comic, I really wish the third part of Mega Drive would come out. Like, I feel like that's the one thing that would be the easiest to do, because there's no original characters in that book. It's just the main cast. It's just... I mean, it's Ian Flynn and Tyson Hess. It should be easy to come out, right?
David, I have a question for you.
Yeah?
The male characters don't wear pants.
True.
They don't wear practically anything but shoes and socks.
Right, gloves?
Yeah, gloves. So does that mean that the girls have something to hide?
Hope so.
Right, we don't know how Mobian physiology works. So there could be something pretty prominent.
Well, so...
I mean, Sally doesn't wear pants. She just wears a vest.
She does it in the reboot.
She did wear shorts in the reboot, so she got something extra. Is that what you're saying?
No, that's what... I don't... okay.
I ain't touching that one.
Well, I mean, the original character design of Princess Sally, she wasn't even wearing a vest. She was just wearing boots.
Oh yeah, what boots they were.
Oh, right, and then there's that issue, Sonic in Your Face, where she wakes up and gets out of bed. She isn't even wearing boots. She's just completely out, free as a bird, because that's how, when Nicole finally reveals herself. Sally wakes up.
Yeah, Sally revealed herself too in that issue.
Right, well...
Am I right, lads?
That's... Right, because that's also the issue she gets her vest. So in that same issue, she goes from just wearing boots to being completely naked to wearing her vest. So she's across the gambit.
I don't like this anymore. This is my fault, though. So, if you were to think that if the girls had some, if a character wears clothes in a game just because they have something to hide, then there are naked characters in Rayman, but Rayman wears clothes. So
Right. Well, maybe he's trying to compensate because he has floating limbs, and so he feels insecure, and that's why he wears clothes.
Yeah.
I mean, have you really delved into Rayman's psychology?
No, because I'm not an idiot.
Like, we assume that everybody loves Rayman, but does Rayman love himself?
No, David, that's where you're wrong. Everyone loves Raymond.
Oh.
No one gives a fuck about Rayman.
Oh.
Very good.
What show was I watching then?
We watching the French cartoon where Rayman's stuck in a circus.
That's right. It that wasn't released in the West at all, was it?
It wasn't, but ironically, Billy West voiced Rayman in it.
Yeah, that's true.
It did have an English dub.
That's funny. Oh, and Billy West. Here's trivia from Bart. Billy West was in Rayman 3, but he wasn't Rayman.
Dun dun dun.
I forget the name of the character he was.
He was Man Ray.
I'm so bad at this.
So bad at what?
Talking over video games.
Nah.
Here's a bit of Rayman trivia for you. Did you know that his chest is blue in the Japanese version? Not purple?
Oh, really?
Why?
Because
Why?
That sounds stupid.
Why?
purple's the color of death in Japan.
Oh.
That is why in Japan there's only 3 Ninja Turtles. They're the band Donnie.
There's just 2 blue ones.
There's 2 parts.
So they didn't even go the extra effort to make him all red. It's just like, no, this one's just blue again. But he's the one with the stick. The official weather measuring stick.
Except to limit confusion, they painted the entire turtle blue.
There's Leonardo II, Raphael, and Fred. For some reason, Michelangelo's name was changed to Fred. No one knows why.
So if Donatello painted himself blue, does that mean My Sweet Passion's about him?
And he's also, in that version, he's also a cat that had to be shaved.
Oh man, this is getting hotter.
Because he just looks so cute.
That's right.
He had to be shaved.
I have.
Hey,
What?
what are you talking about?
Gareth, why don't you explain to me about this official lyric in a Sonic song?
Yeah, so in Sonic Adventure, in Amy's theme song, My Sweet Passion, there is a lyric that says, "The Sphinx looked so cute, I had to shave it."
I can relate.
He reminds me of Parsley when he's standing there.
Parsley?
Yeah, Parsley. Because Sonic is the garnish to her life. Either that or it's the one thing on her plate she never touches.
Hey! Well, she wants to, but she can't.
She's allergic.
Every time she goes to the park, she just runs away from her plate. No, come back, please.
How old is Amy?
Officially, she's 12.
Yep. But it's okay.
And Sonic is 15.
Right, so it's not as weird as you think. However,
No, it's still pretty fucked up, David.
well, Sonic's not trying to sleep with her. He runs away from her actively. So
Except in the Boom franchise. But are their ages the same in Boom?
I do not know.
Because I don't think those have ever been revealed what the ages of the characters in the Boom universe is.
They are ageless. Right, but Amy Rose originally was 8 in Sonic CD. They aged her up in Adventure. I'm just saying.
Why does she have breasts?
Well, because she became 12. She didn't have anything.
You don't have breasts when you're
Yeah,
12.
David, that doesn't answer Miwa's question. That's just some sick
Well,
shit.
I got my breasts when I was 12.
Yeah, but you paid for those.
I don't see how that's relevant.
Right, what else is she spending all those rings on? Also, what is the life expectancy of a hedgehog?
6 years.
Oh.
Alright.
That's not right. Is it?
I want to find out now.
Well, I know
Hedgehog life
echidnas life expectancy is something like 17 years, and Knuckles is officially 16. So,
Well, hedgehogs are 2 to 5 years, so.
Oh, well then never mind.
that's why classic and modern are now two different characters.
Oh, is that why Sonic was only good from 91 to 94?
Hey.
Albatrosses live past 50.
So that means Storm's okay.
Why, yes, sure.
So we just need to go through, figure out every animal's life expectancy, because I need to figure out.
What else are we gonna do?
No, could we just end this part?
Alright, yeah. Yep. Alright. Join us next time, everyone. where we go through the lifespan of every single character in the Sonic franchise.
Don't.
Bye.
Bye.
Ah.